Hello, welcome to Conversation with Sana. I appreciate you watching. And our conversation is about retirement and why people are afraid to retire. You have everything there. The picture is set, all the elements are there, yet many of us are afraid of taking that final step, afraid to take the leap and make the decision to retire. Why are we so afraid? Most of us, lots of people think we are going to run out of money. 60%, I should say 64% of people fear outliving their money in retirement. But I really believe that people are afraid of taking that final leap because we worked for a very long time and we saved. And then when we do make that decision, we're afraid to spend our money because we worked so hard for it. And we try, it's a decision that we're afraid of taking. We're smart and we know how to manage and work. We're frugal, of course, if you retire early, and I'm talking about between the age of 59 to 65 before your social security benefits. We worked hard, we saved, but for taking that final leap to where we're going to take money out of our own pockets instead of getting that paycheck, that's a hard decision for all of us to make. It's an emotional roadblock that we have to overcome to be able to take that money out and spend that. And of course, the escalating cost of healthcare, that is a concern to a lot of us in the United States. So we are afraid, when we do make that decision, health cost is going to be very, very expensive, especially if you don't fall in the criteria we're getting the Affordable Act. It is an expensive shift to where we have an employer that helps us pay, and now we're going to be paying out of pocket. And shifting our mindset from having a structured work life where we are committed to that life, 40, 50 hours a week, and going from that structure to having the freedom. One would think we have that freedom, we were going to enjoy it, but it's not easy for us to, like I said, to take that decision, to enjoy the freedom and our fruit of labor that we worked so hard for to attain to get to this point. A lot of people think they would lose the purpose in life, and some people think the loss of social connection because you're not working and you have people that you talk to and you have that social connection instead of taking the opportunity to create a new lifestyle and find new connections. We hesitate on embracing our freedom, and really we do hesitate. Of course, social pressure, family pressure. We are put in a box, and a lot of us tell us this is that 65. That's when you need to retire. And of course, like I said, the Social Security. If you retire at 62, your benefits is reduced by 30%, and you have to compensate out of pocket. That's a question. Um, Also, people tell you, what are you going to do? You work and you're going to be bored. People tell you all the time that you are going to be bored, instead of like thinking, hey, I have the freedom, I can utilize the time that I want on the things that I want and the things that I want to enjoy, and getting out of that routine from being stuck at a desk or any type of work for 40, 50 hours, and doing the things that we want to do, having that luxury and the freedom of choosing what we want instead of being dictated to. um, and obviously, if you do take that leap, come up with activities that you enjoy, core activities. It doesn't have to be anything drastic, something volunteer, or hanging out with friends, or going out to eat, walking, doing all these activities that engage your mind and emotional health to get you out of the house. And so you're not going to be so bored. Make memories, and it's very important for us to keep things in perspective. Of course, I read a lot of and followed a lot of people that say making that decision is hard, but once you make it, many of them don't regret. They actually come up with different things that they enjoy. I think uh, it's about the emotional freedom more than anything. Once you understand and let go of that attachment, I think we can make that decision and create a future for us we're choosing that future and we're making the commitment to make the decision, not somebody else is making the decision for us. I don't know about you guys, but working in corporate America, I faced layoffs in my career. And of course, it's hard when you have that happen to you, finding a job like the one that you have or finding something better. It's, it gets to you emotionally, but when you do choose something and you're choosing to retire, I think you're making a better decision and you're fulfilling your freedom and emotional well-being. um Hopefully when we do make that decision, we hope for the best. There's a book character that I like, Jack Reacher. His motto is plan for the worst but hope for the best, and that's my motto. So we're going to plan for the worst scenario, and we typically do, and but we hope for the best. But life full of surprises, you don't know what's going to happen. We make the decisions and we hope that we made valid decision based on facts and data, and all of us know what works for us, so we hope for the best when we make this decision. All right, my friends, tell me, what are your thoughts? Have you retired or thinking about it? Share your experiences to help our community. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.